This fantasy football best ball draft edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Shady Rays. SGPN is teaming up with Shady Rays for Shady May. Get 50% off your Shady Rays using promo code SGPN. Then go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/shady for your chance to win $500. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Edge Boost enables you to double your bet with no interest. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge to get started today.
Hey, it's Peyton Manning, and you're listening to SGPN. Let's ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
No, just a couple bros gonna be drafting some best ball teams, hanging out on a Friday.
Yeah, TGIF, get a little best ball happy hour. Again, if you haven't signed up for Underdog, what are you waiting for? UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN, 100% deposit match, aka 4 free shots at winning. What is it? $15 million in prizes for Best Ball Mania 4.
I think it's just a bajillion dollars.
Yeah, we got our buddy Joe Biden on the official prize package here.
700 billion and $1.3 trillion.
What a day! What a day! I've just been secretly firing off drafts, Ryan, because it is so fun now that we know the schedule. We know our week 17 stacks. Joining us for a best ball draft, fellow fantasy football endurance athlete, and one of the co-hosts over at the SGPN Fantasy Football Podcast, Mr. Andrew Raub. What's happening, Andrew?
What's going on, fellas? Man,
I like it.
Yeah, it's a great day when we get to draft best ball in the middle of the day instead of doing, well, at least me doing my day job. But man, Underdog Cardio Club is in full force for the next month. So if anybody didn't catch Bruni and I last night riding the Peloton, drafting a best ball team, make sure you catch us over on the SGPN Fantasy Football YouTube page and ride along with us, man. It was a great sweat, literally.
Yeah, I like that idea. You're drafting and working out at the same time. Underdog has this cardio club where essentially, how do you officially get in the cardio club, Andrew?
So if you aren't already grandfathered in, which if you did cardio club last year, they did grandfather you in already. And for the people who are grandfathered in, for every draft you do while doing cardio and tweet about it, they will pay you your rake back. Instead of take the 11% from you, they give it back to you at the end of the week, as well as you are entered into a grandfathered member contest. So for myself, who's already in it, any of the teams I draft while doing this, you get put into a large contest, and the team who has the highest scoring regular season team will get all of their 150 Best Ball Mania 5 drafts paid for. If you are not already in it, you need to complete 7 drafts, 30 minutes of cardio at least during the draft. Tweet about it. Use hashtag UCC 2023 and make sure you tag Underdog as well as take a picture of the screen that you've done your cardio on to show what you completed, as well as a screenshot of your team. So make sure you tweet that out. And then Underdog has a form that is pinned on their Twitter that you go in and fill out. So it's a great idea. Unfortunately, a lot of America is a little overweight, and what do you think of doing when you're drafting best ball teams? And that's just kind of sit on the couch, chill out, have some beverages, and draft a team.
Well, they're
getting everyone up, their heart rate pumping while they're drafting these teams. So it's a great initiative, and it's a whole lot of fun actually. And I know there's a lot of people completing it this year. So make sure you get in and become part of the Underdog Cardio Club pristine membership here.
I wonder what the threshold is for cardio, because I've seen some screenshots people are posting that's basically a borderline, like a walk.
Yeah, come on, you gotta get that heart rate up.
If you're gonna be like, at least make it a. Well, maybe I want to see some altitude.
Maybe we can get a cross promo going with sword vitality.
Does that count?
How do you? I think you have to go for 30 minutes. So I don't know.
My Apple Watch doesn't have missionary yet.
Yeah. Beezer picks in the YouTube chat saying Friday, a Red Bull, a blunt, and best ball. It doesn't get any better.
I was gonna say
the
Sean,
3 Bs. I like it. Or 4 Bs if you count best ball as 2 Bs.
Underdog Cardio Club. I may be dabbling. I do love that Bruni and Andrew are doing live stream.
Yeah, Bruni's got the SGPN sweatband going on.
Not sure if anyone else is doing live streams on the Cardio Club. Maybe we can dig that up if you guys are pioneers. Once again, fantasy athlete. But premature announcement. We were discussing a little draft day 3 before the show, so that will also be happening 24 straight hours of drafting. And I was thinking, what if there was another type of challenge? Drafting under the influence.
Ooh, cracking open a couple cold ones.
No, like the Laramie Tunsil challenge.
All right, isn't that well for you? It would influence would be something that would be different.
A beer around is that too much?
Oh my God!
Could you?
I could. I mean. Yeah, it's beer is more just you're gonna get so sleepy, right?
Every time a stack happens, you got to take a shot.
Well, some sort of drinking game would be fun to add on to these drafts.
Let's stop fucking about. You guys want to draft?
Let's draft. Let's go.
I am excited for draft day. I was thinking about the tuna salad just yesterday. All right, I'm entering. Let's see what's going on in here. All right, there's 2 spots, 1 spot. Are you guys in or am I leaving?
Back out. No, let's back out.
Yeah. No. Fuck.
All right. While Ryan figures out when we should hop in the draft
right now.
now.
So yeah, we might as well hop in now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry.
10 more to start.
Don't worry.
Plenty of spots open. While we're waiting for the draft to fill up, make sure you check out Edge Boost. Again, partnering up with them. They are the world's first bet now, pay later Visa card. Awesome little program they got here. Edge Boost enables you to double your bet with no interest. Pay back the advance over 4 weekly installments. 0% interest is crazy. All you got to do, deposit funds into your Edge Boost account. They will match your deposit so you can use 2x the funds on any legal sports betting site. Edge currently offers up to $2,500 in advances as you build a repayment history. My Edge Double Down Boost play of the day is run it back with the Miami Heat. Boston sucks. They're not going to cover that 9. Give me the Heat. Although I am worried a little bit about the zigzag, but I think Heat hang around. If not, get the outright win there. So give me the Miami Heat +9. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge to sign up today. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge. Must be 21 or older to use. Only valid in legal gambling states. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. We're waiting for 3 more people to get our drafts started. Andrew, any risers on your draft board when it comes to best ball? To me,
still talking sword vitality.
Yeah. To me, Alexander Madison seems.
Oh yeah,
100%. Yes,
and I feel like his ADP hasn't shot up yet. It seems like the Vikings are completely done with Dalvin Cook. He's gonna get released. It's just a timing thing now.
Full disclosure.
Yeah, I love how Ryan raised his hand.
I did immediately run to the. I drafted when it was some of the news was breaking about Dalvin Cook, just to ensure that I was able to get him before he started climbing up the boards.
So wait, you're also drafting Dalvin Cook?
No.
Oh,
Madison. I'm saying that. Okay. I'm saying but I did it timely, as if like you were making a bet. Yeah, because the dynamic market of the best ball ADP, I didn't want to fall behind.
Who else you got as a riser on your draft board? Maybe from the draft, maybe from the schedule release. What are you looking at here?
So let's talk about ones that have actually risen. I'm not going to say I agree nor disagree with them, but I think the largest one right now is Anthony Richardson. He is up into the 70s now, which is just absurd to me a little bit as a man that may not even start the year. They do have Gardner there, so I'm not sure he's going to start the year. The athleticism is there, and I like that he's a running quarterback, but he has steamed up well past where I would like to draft him. Another one that's kind of surpassed one of his teammates is JSN on the Seahawks. He has surpassed Tyler Lockett, which I also think is a little crazy.
A little crazy, yeah.
A little bit. So that's interesting. I would say another one I saw that a lot of people were picking ahead of ADP is Jordan Addison of the Vikings as well. And that's one I can kind of get behind. I do think that KJ Osborne has fallen out of favor there. And, we all know that Justin Jefferson is going to take a lot of the coverage. So Jordan Addison is a very interesting one to me as well.
Yeah, Addison is interesting. because the book on him is that he's ready. Good route runner, like he really could. I mean, a lot of the Adam. I mean, if he's Adam Thielen, you're pretty stoked, I think, to get him where you're getting him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, in general, it's just people have a hard on for these rookies, and you just got to kind of remember that. So the rookies are getting crazy steam because it's new, it's exciting. I'm with you on Richardson. It's a weird. I do like the situation. I do like him being coached up by Shane Steichen, but I think there is a point where you're like, all right, now we're going a little bit crazy. Kramer, you're on the clock.
I'm seeing this. I'm trying to get
number
everything
one
set
overall.
up.
What are you doing?
I mean, I think you're just
Justin Jefferson?
just supposed to close your eyes and take Justin Jefferson. Although I have not. Let's be different, because I have not done a ton of Jamar Chase teams. So I'll be different. I'll go Jamar Chase one.
Before
Jamar
I'm
Chase
up here, so let's see.
Yeah, give us some intro here.
So obviously Kramer's in the 1. I'm in the 3 spot. I think 4 falls of Buffalo, I think is what it is.
Patrick
I think
Fisher.
that's someone in the chat. Yeah, is that Pat Fisher?
Yeah.
Sean, you're in the 5. Gindy, Team Ramrod is in the 6. And then I think the last Beezer's the 11, and then my co-host Bruni in the 12. I am going to go ahead here and man, I've taken a lot of CMC.
I've drafted with Snurka before. I'm serious.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson off the board.
I think I was drafted with Snurka on the shitter this morning. Actually, sniped me. Dan Jones was sniped.
Christian McCaffrey also goes. Now Patrick Fisher is on the clock, number 4. Interesting pick here. I kind of would go Cooper Kupp maybe over Tyreek Hill. I built a team with Kelsey.
I took Cooper Kupp.
Oh wow, and 4 falls to Buffalo. Patrick Fisher trying to troll me with his AJ Brown reach. See, now I kind of like going Travis Kelsey here. The more I've been this is early. I like the 5 spot because you end up with Travis Kelsey. However, the fact that he passed on Cooper Kupp, I don't have any exposure to Cooper Kupp. Gonna be drafting Cooper Kupp.
What I was gonna crowbar in was that
Grateful Dead are in town. Fellow Deadhead Cooper Kupp.
The other team that I was forced into because the room filled. I did start with Kupp to first time taking him. So we're gonna have a similar journey, I think.
So yes, first time I'm drafting Cooper Kupp. See how
congratulations.
It works. Gindy takes Kelsey. Now we still have Tyreek Hill on the board here at the 7 spot.
Yeah, that's interesting. He doesn't often fall past 6.
Mm-hmm.
Bijan goes. I mean, you want to talk about rookies that are getting steamed up. Bijan Robinson is like a slam dunk consensus, like top 6. I mean, he could go.
Are you seeing that practice work in the passing game, Sean? I'm excited.
Are you worried this is a little bit like, this is a little bit about who's the CEH? Are we worried this is a little Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
What?
Bijan Robinson?
No. That's insulting. Okay. That's an insulting thing
How
to say.
So?
Be just a different level of prospect, obviously. Just obvious misstep by you in the calculation there. I think just he's.
So you're drafting Bijan Robinson 7th overall.
No, but I think people are more right about him because with CEH it was just the situation. With Bijan, it's more the player.
Well, and also he was drafted much higher. So
situation matters. His situation is still going to be great. He's on a team that loves to run the ball. 50 carries a game is in play. Like not just him.
But then how is Kyle Pitts going to have his breakout year, Ryan, if they're running the ball 50 times a year? I don't understand.
Well, he has to clean up the I mean, maybe he has a boomer bust value, but yeah, I mean, I would be more likely to draft Bijan where he is versus Kyle Pitts where he's going. Hot take.
Bijan Robinson goes. Austin Eckler, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs at the 10 spot. Jonathan Taylor. Everyone's completely forgotten about Jonathan Taylor. CeeDee Lamb
does seem that way.
Goes by Bruni, and then Saquon Barkley back to back there at the turn. Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nick Chubb.
Bruni, that's not natural to put those players together. It's not natural.
That is a disgusting act.
Well, I mean, Dallas also a team that's like seemingly wants to pound the rock.
Real time. Who picks for next? Me?
Nick Chubb.
Andrew does. I mean, instant reaction.
No, I'm next.
Oh, you're next. Instant reaction is there's some slippage happening here.
Josh Allen goes. So our first quarterback off the board.
I'm seeing some massive slippage.
Devontae Adams goes.
Yep.
Gindy himself takes Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
He has Kelsey. He's stacked.
Yeah. See, that's what's fun about what's fun about Kelsey is you can almost always stack him with Patrick Mahomes and Kadarius Toney. You toss in Jerick McKinnon late, some Sky Moore. Like you can really get the entire Chiefs offense.
Yep.
For me, I think I'm gonna have to go Jalen Hurts. Rare breed, untamed.
I enjoyed the acting job.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
And just to blow up Patrick Fisher's stack with the AJ Brown.
You're attacking. This
I may end up with a naked, or maybe I'll go Dallas Goedert here. Derrick Henry goes. Jalen Waddle.
Say Waddle this late seems unlike or different. I guess I'll use it again. Back-to-back picks, Sean. Not only do I will say the long pause is helping me draft two teams at the same time. I'm not going to give any updates unless someone asks, though, because no one gives a shit about my teams.
That's not at least not your backup team. People may be intrigued by the team you're hosting the show on, but yeah, your backup team I think is not super high on people's priority here. Where are you at with zero RB? Are you a zero RB guy, Andrew?
Yeah, either that or hero RB, which is drafting one of the top guys and then waiting a while as well. I feel that the value on wide receiver really drops off at a certain point. For running back, I mean, you can get a lot of these guys. Like I've been doing a lot of drafting like Roshan Johnson or one of these rookie guys a little later, and taking Samaje Perine as well, because Perine's going to be a fill-in for Javonte for, in my eyes, at least 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, if you get one of these rookies that aren't going to take over the backfield right away, it's a very good strategy to go with. So I prefer to take a lot of these wide receivers before I end up taking any of these running backs.
You see what this piece of shit switcheroo 5 did?
Oh, Andrew, you want to talk about piece of shit? You snaked Devonta Smith two spots in front of me.
He's a value-based drafter.
Are you? He's going to light up your Commanders. Have you guys decided on a team name for this year? I know it's like a new name every year. What do you guys go with this year?
Wow.
I saw that they re-polled the people and people want Red Hawks.
Red Hawks.
And below that was Red Wolves. But I saw a lot of people said if anything they would just take back the Redskins. So the tattoo on my back of the Redskin would also be beneficial if they would go back and change the name again. But
I'm gonna go slightly down the board here and go Deebo Samuel. I just think there's a chance he gets a really nice role in that Shanahan offense, especially with. I mean, maybe Brock Purdy is starter day one, but I still feel like if Darnold or Trey Lance see the field, he's gonna get some rushing work. I don't know. I almost like him a little bit better than DK Metcalf, who the other guy I was considering. Breece Hall, I'm still skeptical of coming off that ACL injury. Drafting him where he's drafted. He very well could have a good year, but
they have James Robinson, right? No, he's in the paid New England.
No, they have.
No, he's in New England.
They have Michael Carter. They have
our guy Israel Abanikanda.
Yeah. Yep. Israel, who's fun.
I've practiced saying that so much. I'm just gonna any chance to say I was on VSiN the other day, Sean. I crowbarred it in.
Maybe they end up getting some more passing touchdowns with Aaron Rodgers. I just Breece Hall in the 3rd round, and again a lot of the Tony Pollard again. My Dallas bias aside, he was coming off a debilitating injury. DK Metcalf goes, Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson. So get a little run here on quarterbacks. Travis Etienne.
Sean, Ryan Baker in the chat is in the other draft with me, so shout out to him. So now since you mentioned it,
drafts on drafts.
Nick Chubb, Ramondre Stevenson, Cooper Kupp so far. Very different team for me.
Well, and again,
but by the way, Nick Chubb has no fucking competition. I'm so hard on Nick Chubb. I'm such an old guy.
I feel like I should be getting more Nick Chubb.
I'll say don't sleep on his backup though, Jerome Ford. He was a big draft day winner because they didn't take any running backs. So I actually like taking Jerome Ford, one of the last 2 rounds.
And I I want more Nick Chubb, but then some of the other guys around,
hey, honey,
around Chubb,
I got some Nick Chubb. Get over
here. They just aren't as intriguing to me.
It's a funny way to hit on the wife. Be like, hey, honey, come check out this team with Nick Chubb on it.
Want to see my Nick Chubb build? I do also find myself valuing receivers a little too much. I think Underdog, you got to remind yourself it is only half point PPR, so touchdowns is the name of the game. AJ Brown, I think could. I know it sounds crazy, but
yep, this is gonna sound crazy.
I think he could have a even exceed what he did last year, with the idea of like maybe the Eagles are in a couple more shootout type games. Maybe they have to do a little bit more with the passing game. I would not be shocked if he ends up building on his awesome year last season.
Sean, for my help, why don't you update the draft real quick?
What else do we got here? We got Ramondre goes after ETN. Then you got Gibbs, Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, Amari Cooper, Christian Watson, Terry McLaurin goes to, of course, Gindy. I'm on the clock here. You know, I keep talking about how I should value some running backs. I'm going to take Najee Harris here. I think he's kind of interesting. I do think that foot injury really hurt him. You know, the Steelers, when in doubt, they want to load up on a workhorse back. I don't have any Najee Harris, so I'm rolling the dice here with a little Najee. Kramer, where are you at with Najee Harris?
I feel like I'm more inclined to draft Warren, but I do like. I always like.
He just kind of fell to me. I'm not going out of my way to get him, but
I always like a buy the dip guy.
Yeah,
always.
And it does feel like a lot of that was injury related, and he does seem like he's going to be getting the volume there as well. Hey, we're matching up with our favorite fantasy football players. What about matching up with someone you're looking to date, aka possibly a lady? If you're having a hard time meeting people, Talkify is here. Talkify does all the heavy lifting for you, the screening of the dates, the figuring out the plans, like the matchmaking, background checks, asking tough questions that are too awkward on a first date. All that. Imagine if there was one company could do all that. You can just focus on what's awesome about dating.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Talkify is committed to finding your match. 80% of their clients met their person within the first 12 matches. Right now, Talkify is offering our listeners 20% off when you become a client at Talkify.com/SGPN. That's TAWKIFY.com/SGPN for 20% off when you become a client. Talkify.com/SGPN. Let's a little update here. What do you got, Andrew?
Nothing. I was just gonna Patrick Fisher. But bold strategy on the old Mecole Hardman already taken. That's
he's gonna get our draft flag, drafting Mecole Hardman in the 4th round.
That was new to me.
Andrew Raub taking Mike Williams. George Kittle goes. DeAndre Hopkins goes. Keenan Allen goes.
Sean, I have 5 receivers. Listen, I mean, the guy snaked Joe Burrow for me, but Chase, Olave, Higgins, Hopkins, and Keenan Allen. I'm wet.
Justin Herbert goes to Andrew Raub. So building a little Herbert stack.
Yeah, you got the Mike Williams Herbert stack there.
Not bad.
Yeah, you guys are you guys going to be drafting at all for Week 17 correlation? You know, that's always a hot topic in the best ball community. Are you guys going to be focusing on that at all?
I think
they
like
can see I got this grid here.
Nice. I think after the fact, like later on in the rounds, it's kind of fun to work that in. But I wouldn't know if I don't know if I would go like out of my way to crowbar it in.
I think the way, well, like for example, I have 2 Bengals, which the Bengals are the nuts, right? Because they're playing the Chiefs. So I'll probably look to grab a Chief at some point in the draft as a bring back option there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Arizona, Philly. So I got DeAndre Hopkins. Nice little. I'll have to pair him with an Eagle.
I think he's going to stay on Arizona.
What do you think? Where do you think he ends up?
Nah, he's going to a contender. He'll take a lesser deal to go somewhere that they're going to actually win games. He ain't staying in Arizona.
If that's the case, drafting him where I got him is insane.
100%. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Bernie and I were just talking about this the other night. He'll go at least a full 12 to 15 picks higher than he's going now when he lands on a contender.
That like me picking him is he's going to get a shitload of targets with Colt McCoy. Completely fine taking him in the 4th round with that logic.
DJ Moore goes, I select Miles Sanders.
Nice, Sean.
I
Former Eagle. That makes sense.
No, but really his role makes sense. Like, who is going to get carries over Miles Sanders? Chuba Hubbard, Raheem Blackshear, Spencer Brown, and you have a rookie quarterback. You need to get the run game going. I just think he's getting undervalued. I think Drake London goes Christian Kirk, Joe Mixon. Another guy seems like he's just gonna be on the Bengals. Aaron Jones, Damian Pierce confirmed.
Considered Aaron Jones at my pick. I'm still in the camp of like, why the fuck is this guy going so late?
And then Bruni goes Pittman, Chris Godwin to end the 5th, start the 6th round. Beezer takes Kyle Pitts. And we got let's see, a couple more picks coming up here. Yeah, liking my team so far. Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, Miles Sanders, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel. Kind of a well-rounded team.
Wow, look at you.
Usually I go hard on one position or the other. Tua drafted. Oh, this feels high for Tua.
I'm gonna pull up the
that was very high for Tua. Tua goes like in the 90s.
Yeah, it definitely made me pull up the quarterbacks. So what do you have what contender gets D-Hop, you think? Like, how does that deal work? Is this like an Eagles super team situation potentially?
No.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to take a lesser deal, but I honestly feel like he ends up on Buffalo. I don't know why. Just something inside me says that they want to address the wide receiver 2 position. Gabe Davis is fine, but he's not a true dominant number 2 like Hopkins would be.
He was training with Barkley and Beckham, for what it's worth.
So guys who like to hold out for more money. Isaiah Pacheco goes.
That was out of bounds.
Where are you at with Isaiah Pacheco, Ryan?
Hard runner, Rutgers guy.
I like him.
In a good offense that's going to get him touchdowns. Yeah. Literally at the top of my queue in the secret draft that's happening somewhere else.
They re-signed McKinnon. I think he's like an interesting, if you have a Mahomes lineup.
Pacheco or David Montgomery?
Toss in McKinnon at the very end.
Pacheco
100%. Or David Montgomery, Sean? Pacheco or Cam Akers?
No, Pacheco.
Yeah, I guess you go Pacheco just because the offense is so much better.
I don't. It scares me because it's Andy Reid, and kind of likes to play.
Team Ramrod building the super team here, drafting Kadarius Toney.
Wow.
Rashad White goes. I draft Dallas Goedert to complete my stack. 4 falls of Buffalo. Patrick Fisher taking Dalton Kincaid.
Dude, they're gonna look into this. They're gonna look into us.
Again, he is getting a lot of steam in your draft. He will not be drafted in the end of the 6th round. You can probably get him later. He's getting a lot of hype. Dalton Kincaid. Always be wary of rookie tight ends would be my thing to warn people on. I do like the situation, but they also paid Dawson Knox. Like, he's a guy I'm looking to play in like.
He's going to be a slot receiver. Though, right?
I was just about to say that. Yep.
That's what they're trying to tell you. And maybe that is the case. It's still a rookie slot receiver has the build of a tight end. I've drafted him a couple times, but he's usually my 3rd tight end, like one of my later picks, but he's been getting some steam where even that's kind of hard to get. I think if you're looking for stacks for Josh Allen, sure. But I'm not drafting him unless I have Josh Allen. Dobbins goes to J.K. Dobbins goes to Andrew Raub. Andrew, walk us through the process of J.K. Dobbins.
I mean, he fell 14 picks past ADP on a team that I'm not buying the whole they're going to cater to Lamar and let him throw it as much as he wants. They want to run that ball. So, I mean, 14 picks past ADP. I'll take the value.
That's why I'm kind of worried about Mark Andrews, because it's like, A, they still run the ball a ton in Baltimore. B, you have healthy Rashad Bateman. C, you have Isaiah Likely, who's shown some flashes and may steal some work, not a ton, but certainly some. Like, he looks pretty good out there. And then you bring in Odell and maybe even they're a dark horse for DeAndre Hopkins. It just feels like, I don't know. Andrews has to be really efficient in touchdowns to get to pay off his draft spot.
Can we talk about my last 2 picks?
Yeah.
2 more receivers.
Dalvin Cook goes, and then Deontay Johnson, Brandon Ayuk. That's surprising, Ryan. Walk us through.
I'm continuing to load up on receivers who I think there's I like Deebo Samuel as well, but Brandon Ayuk, what do we keep hearing? He's going to be traded. He's going to get paid soon. He's going to get paid. What? He's going to get paid soon. Elevated performance here from Brandon Ayuk this season.
Whoa.
Daniel Jones just went.
Fuck.
This is Patrick Fisher.
That was my next plan. This guy. This fucking guy.
Patrick Fisher is just trolling the entire show.
Oh, Jesus.
First team, I won't have Dan Jones on my team. First fucking team, I won't. Are you jealous that Brian Dable came down to New Jersey, Patrick? Because we return Buffalo this year. Brian Dable comes home.
Ultimate revenge game.
Dan Jones is gonna fucking skull fuck Josh Allen. Clip it.
So Tyler Lockett goes.
I'm so fucking angry right now.
And you take Andrew. You take Addison, Jordan Addison. He's a rookie getting a ton of hype. How do you feel about taking him this high?
I think it's fine. Again, I think he's one of the most polished guys to come in. I like JSN a little bit more than him, but JSN is even in a spot that I don't think he can see as many targets as Addison, and Addison is going after him. So yeah, I think it's fine. I don't have a whole lot of exposure on him, and I do to a lot of these other guys that are going around him. So I felt like it was an okay time to take him.
I can't.
I did really want to take. I did really want to take Trevor Lawrence, but I had no stacking potential with him. But somebody just got a great value there.
Can't see straight right now.
George Pickens, I drafted him. Love George Pickens. Thought he had a very, very good rookie year, and he to me is a guy that I've highlighted as a guy that can make a massive leap year too. Jahan Dotson goes, Darren Waller goes, not to Patrick Fisher there. Trevor Lawrence, Gabe Davis, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Brandon Cooks.
I just want Patrick to know I'll never forget this day. The Dan Jones, Darren Waller double draft was in the cards.
Oh, now you didn't get either though.
Not even gonna get mad at Snurka for taking Waller. Stack was cooked.
when you can get a tight end that's gonna have 2, maybe 3 receiving touchdowns in one season.
Sean's nervous.
You gotta lock that in.
Sean's nervous.
Oh, I'm shaking in my boots over here. Beezer Picks takes Brandon Cooks, who on the Cowboys. Kind of forgot about that completely. Treylon Burks goes. DeAndre Swift goes to Bruni. I like the signing of DeAndre Swift, but I'm pretty skeptical about him as a fantasy guy. I would much, considering their ADP, I would roll the dice, especially in best ball. I'd roll the dice with Rashad Penny, but that's me.
Say don't forget, Sean, DeAndre Swift. You guys got a guy that won't put his body out on the line to get a first down. Yep. So just remember that when you see him running out before the first.
Yeah,
it's kind of culture they have.
They're not paying him much. You also have Kenny Gainwell. You have Rashad Penny, Boston Scott, giant killer. So
what? Why are you just throwing? I'm not even having this conversation. With you. Just throwing shade.
I'm a shade.
You got a guy on the roster for 2 games
call
a
me
year.
A giant tree because I'm throwing shade.
That's
left
pretty
and
negative
right.
EV to have a guy on the roster for 2 games. That's my take. Deshaun Watson goes. Clap it up. Is that Jameson Williams going in the 8th round? Really?
Wow. I mean, I would have loved him had he not been addicted to gambling.
Hashtag Legends only.
Missing time is just hard for these guys to just pop back in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again,
he's going to be around all off season and then disappear for 6 weeks.
Well, and he's going to be sitting around thinking about getting in some parlays.
Well, he can bet on college, just not at the facility.
That was the funniest thing. Oh man, Gindy stole Alexander Madison right in front of me.
It's messed up.
Javonte Williams goes to Denver. Don't want any Javonte Williams, but give me a ton of Samaje Perine.
Yes,
interesting. Man, don't really like what I'm seeing here.
What are we thinking? Board. What do we think? We feel like we're, let's say you're in a 0 RB build, this might be time to snag one. AKA for me, this might be time for.
Oh no!
What happened?
God damn it!
Did you just take Matt Stafford?
Yeah,
dude, you're gonna get us investigated.
This
whole draft.
The time I had him in my queue. And time ran out. So this is an important lesson about not putting guys in your queue unless you're ready to draft them.
Mm.
God, what a piece of shit. All right. Whatever. When Matt Stafford wins comeback player of the year.
Wow. Quentin Johnston. All right. Is that so? That
I have the stack.
So you're reaching 2 stack here.
Yeah, but it wasn't much of a reach. His ADP is 86. I took him at 94, so that would be a non-reach.
Let's talk about David Montgomery right now. Why is he not being drafted?
People are scared of Jamar Gibbs, but Jamar Gibbs isn't going to be like a workhorse back. Yeah, Jameer. Jameer Gibbs isn't going to be like a workhorse back. So I think David Montgomery's all right.
Yeah, I actually think it's fine too. I mean, figure he's going to slot into the Jamal Williams role, and we just saw what Jamal Williams did last year, led the league in rushing touchdowns. So I like Montgomery there, but I'd rather have Samaje Perine and a couple of those other guys going around him.
Yeah, they all went though. Oh no, maybe
Kramer
not.
goes James Conner, David Montgomery. James Conner, huh? He's kind of an interesting old vet that
they're going to suck and run the ball a bunch. I don't know. I mean,
no, I just saw NFL legend Jim Brown died.
Oh,
whoa,
it's a bummer.
I was just about to draft him.
James Cook goes.
Damn it. Oh, that's rough.
Where you drafting a lot of Brian Robinson these days, Andrew? You're on the clock. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out here how I want to approach this. Week 17 correlation will tell me Cortland Sutton with my Chargers, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Ooh, Odell Beckham.
I'm not a Mike Thomas guy, so I am surprised to see Anthony Richardson still sitting here. If anybody wants to take that value, it's pretty good. Don't let Agindy do it, Sean, or else he's gonna take him right now.
I'm going. I already got 2 quarterbacks. I'm going Rashad Bateman.
I'm with what you said earlier in the show. Like I don't think Richardson might not see the field for a bit.
I disagree. I think he's going to be day 1 starter.
Not if he sucks.
All right, I'm just telling you, they've gone out of their way already, like saying he's well ahead of pace. The coaches are saying we think you learn on the field.
Okay.
They're already messaging that they want him to be the day 1 starter.
I want nothing. I'm not interested. I'm full on fading. I'm not interested. He's gonna suck. Like if they start him to start the year,
you can
he's
suck
gonna get
and
benched.
still good.
He's gonna
pretty
get
good fantasy football numbers. But if he sucks that hard, why would they? I mean,
because they only have Gardner Minshew on the roster, and they spent a high 1st round pick on this kid, and everyone talks about his measurables. Anything, no one can tell you anything about Anthony Richardson that includes him wearing pads. I'm serious. Hey, fantasy nerds out there who love Anthony Richardson, give me one piece of thing that he did while wearing pads as to why you love him. Because he doesn't even, if you watch him play, he doesn't even really know when to scramble correctly. And there goes Bruni spitting in my face, taking Dak and Anthony Richardson. I hope I don't want to wish the kid. I don't want to wish any ill will on the kid, Sean.
Okay.
I hope he does well. I hope he does well.
You seem like it. Let's see. What do we got here? Kirk Cousins goes. Surprising. AJ Dillon off the board. Evan Ingram, Juju Smith-Schuster, Brian Robinson, Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Richardson goes to Bruni. Bruni goes Anthony Richardson, Dakota Rain, Prescott back to back. Alan Lazard goes. Samaje Perine off the board. Geno Smith goes. Wow. You realize this is fantasy football, right? This isn't like good stories.
Well, he would. I kind of think he has the ability to put up some numbers still. I mean, it all depends on how good that defense turns out to be.
It's true.
Oh, Michael Thomas was in my queue.
Michael Thomas. I mean, he's the ultimate boom bust, right? Like
I got Olave. I was gonna pair him with Olave and maybe fuck around and draft Derek Carr.
He could be. I mean, really, he could be completely all over the place. Jamal Williams goes. There's some other guy. Jamal Williams is kind of interesting because he's touchdown dependent. I know Kendre Miller is getting a lot of hype. That rookie running back for the Saints. I'm going Rashad Penny. To me, he is just the ultimate best ball guy. Love the potential for Penny.
Kendre Miller's a guy I want to bet on for offensive rookie of the year. He still has a very good price, and if Alvin Kamara is gone for 6+ games, I mean, I think he's going to take a lot of the work from Jamal Williams actually. So it's an interesting bet.
Saying very nice things as well as another reason to take him.
Saying very nice things.
They are saying very nice things about him. Like the coaching staff.
Yeah.
They're like,
no, I mean,
he can do everything
fun,
Kamara
he's
can
explosive. Ryan, can we scroll the draft board up for the folks at home? YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast. Make sure you smash that subscribe button.
I see what you're doing here. You're trying to get me distracted while I'm on the clock.
Oh yeah, that's my goal.
Right,
John Mechie goes Zach Charbonnet from the Seahawks. Andrew, walk us through your Charbonnet pick.
So he was one of the best running backs coming into the class, and this was something I read from a lot of people. And his landing spot kind of sucks because they have Ken Walker, but I don't know. I mean, this is one of those backs that I'd rather just take him at his value as opposed to Ken Walker. I think that he'll get heavily involved. I think the split's going to be closer than people think it could be. I'm not a big Geno guy. I think that they have a good wide receiver core, but again, like I think Geno's going to take a little bit of a step back, and I think Carroll's going to realize it and want to put the ball on the ground a little bit more. And I just think that it's pretty good value for him here as opposed to a lot of the other guys that are going around him.
Kyler Murray goes, would not be drafting Kyler Murray in the 10th round. I mean, there's like a decent chance that he just doesn't play at all this season. That's crazy.
I mean, if you're Arizona, don't you just say, "Hey, Kyle, you don't have to play"? He's like, "Oh, cool, really? I don't have to play."
And now we got a little tight end run. Pat Freiermuth, David Njoku. Brock Wright gets drafted.
He's being undrafted. Brock Wright has no ADP.
Now we're like,
he does not have
100%. Someone has entered the draft and is monitoring the situation.
Oh,
I'm going. Kramer, walk us through your two picks: Jacoby Myers and Devin Achane.
Well, hold on, making a quick pick in a different draft.
I think it's Achane.
Yeah, it's Achane. A chain, like a sneeze. All right, so the first pick is just me loading up on more awesome receivers. I mean, they signed him. They're going to use the shit out of Myers out there in Vegas. Obviously lost a huge receiving threat in Darren Waller, but the A-chain is just again, it's just a weapon in that offense in its best ball. Yeah. So he's going to pop his head up. That's the angle. I think Mostert and Jeff Wilson were just because, and now this kid's going to be like, he's going to be worked in with the gadgets. They got Waddle, they got Hill, and they got a chain.
We'll get you some allergy pills, Ryan. I took Damian Harris. I mean, I just like this guy. He runs hard. He's going to that Buffalo offense. I think they do want to run Josh Allen a little bit less. A little bit of a letdown season last year for the Patriots, but in 2021 he had 15 touchdowns. Year before that he had 10. Or sorry, he just had 15 in 2021. But I think he has a nice little role here in Buffalo, and I don't know if they're in love with James Cook, aka they brought in Damian Harris. So I think Damian Harris has a nice little path.
Yeah, but they're completely different running backs, right? Like Damian Harris is a guy that might get the goal line work behind Josh Allen, remind you of that. But yes. I like James Cook a whole lot. Actually, what do we look for in a fantasy running back, right? A guy that's going to get touches, that can catch the ball, and is on a great team. James Cook, matches all of those boxes. So I think it's a good value for him. And, I think he's going to do a lot of his damage between the 20s, and he's a sneaky guy who could catch a decent amount of balls here.
What else do we got here? We got the kid for the Chiefs, rookie Rashee Rice. Then we got Mingo just drafted, rookie for Carolina there.
He's going
Sky Moore, Zay Jones, Chig, my boy Chig is getting steam.
I know, damn, that sucks.
Okonkwo taken in the 11th round. The secret's out on Chig. Darnell Mooney, Elijah Moore, Khalil Herbert, Jared Goff, all off the board.
Mingo before Chark, is that correct?
I don't know if off the top of my head if Chark's been drafted yet.
No, he is. He's
undrafted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the younger guy. It's more sexy. We watched him a couple of those practice clips. Look at that chemistry. Huh?
Yeah, people just love talking themselves into these rookies. I got a rookie and a vet in my queue. We'll see which one I end up with.
Kramer, I see coming up here, finally we get to your piss poor wide receiver core on the New York Giants coming up. I mean, finally, we see that. So it brings me back to the conversation we were having on Twitter the other day. What are we doing? Because I know Isaiah Hodgins is going to outscore Darius Slayton.
I mean, I think we should do a signed bottle of booze.
Okay.
I generally that's a fun way to settle things, right?
Little side bet, little side action, McGillicuddy.
Yeah, I'll take Darius Slayton. Happy to.
Okay. Antonio Gibson just got drafted. Elijah Mitchell as a Commanders / football team / Redskins insider / Red Wolves. What do we expect of Antonio Gibson this year?
I think it's a good value. Again, it's a guy that, I mean, his role is going to be a passing down guy. And I like what EB brings to the table for him. I mean, look at what Jerick McKinnon just did last year, right? Antonio Gibson's kind of like Jerick McKinnon. So if we can get any semblance of that as a, round 12 pick, it's very good value.
Dalton Schultz goes. I totally forgot he was on the Texans now. Adam Thielen goes. Kendre Miller goes right in front of me. He was the rookie. He was the rookie I had in my queue. Luckily, I drafted the vet, Jerick McKinnon. Cole Kmet goes again. Patrick Fisher drafting from another planet. Andrew Raub, Russell Wilson. Speaking of drafting from another planet, Russell Wilson. So you're buying Sean Payton, bringing the offense back and getting things going.
I am a little bit. I'm buying in slightly. And also the main reason I did it though is this is the week 17 game, the Chargers Broncos. I already have Herbert kind of doing the week 17 correlation here. So that I was just lucky that he fell a whole round to me. But yeah, I'm buying a little bit on Russell Wilson. I mean, he's one with the Lord. The Lord won't let him down twice in a row.
It's fair. All right.
Rondale Moore goes. Kramer, you're on the clock. 2 picks back to back.
Kramer right there. Jalen Hyatt right for you.
No.
He knows the Giants pass offense. Raheem Mostert. Wow, Ryan, you're turning into a Mostert guy. I thought I was the Mostert guy.
I'm filling out my my running back room. I already have 8 receivers. My worst receiver is Jacoby Myers. So enjoy that. But paired up 2 Dolphins running backs, which I think is one of the few offenses I would entertain that 10 times out of 10. And then Jaylen Warren, like I said, more likely to draft him way later, get him involved. A little kind of correlation here to Deontay Johnson potentially. So we'll see how that works out later. But yeah, now I'm at a pretty. I went from 8 receivers, 0 running backs to now 5 running backs. No tight ends, no quarterbacks. Let's go.
Jalen Hyatt goes, and then walk us through your pick, Roschon Johnson, rookie for the Bears.
Yeah, Roschon Johnson. I liked his landing spot a lot here, and I liked him coming out of college. It's a good spot because there's nobody there that I really feel like is the dominant guy. I mean, they have Khalil Herbert who's been there, but we've seen he gets injured. They can't use him as a 3-down back. They picked up Deontay Foreman this year, and Foreman I really like as well. But really, Johnson, he's the one that I think has the best profile out of any of them. I think the cream is going to rise to the top, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he's going as the second one. Foreman goes behind him, but I'd rather just take who I think is the best running back out of all 3 of them. And again, he's my 4th running back. I don't need him right away, so I think maybe halfway through the season he could show that he is the lead guy, and then I got a nice guy as my 4th RB.
If I'm being honest, it feels a little cute.
Little cute, says Kramer. There.
No, I mean I get it, but I also feel like we're being a little cute because wasn't it? Why not? I mean, I understand why you're drafting them, and there's a narrative there like, oh well, they must be unhappy. What if they're just replacing David Montgomery? And Khalil Herbert's going to slot up in there. I don't know. I understand why
Khalil Herbert, Montgomery, and Justin Fields.
No, Montgomery's not on the team anymore.
You're right.
It's Deontay Foreman.
So Deontay Foreman, Khalil Herbert, and Justin Fields. That's a lot of rushing carries already accounted for.
I get why they're excited.
I took Alec Pierce. Again, I know it's a rookie quarterback with Anthony Richardson, but you're getting him in the 13th round. Alec Pierce, just athletically, he seems to me like Pickens, a guy that could make that nice 2nd-year jump, and that's how you dominate in fantasy. Find those receivers that had like a pretty good rookie year, maybe not like Justin Jefferson, where it's super obvious they're going to have an awesome 2nd year, and find those guys that can make the leap. I think Alec Pierce is certainly one of those guys. I'm with Kramer being skeptical a little bit of Anthony Richardson's throwing ability, but compared to where you get George Pickens, I like the value here. After him, Tyler Algier, DJ Chark goes, Romeo Dubs, who I like as well. I mean, I don't know, Jordan Love sucks, but I don't mind Romeo Dubs, Nico Collins, Brown, the running back for Chase Brown, rookie running back for the Bengals. Michael Gallup goes, Derek Carr, Deontay Foreman. I think Bruni has 3 quarterbacks. I've been kind of just sticking with 2 quarterbacks. He went Anthony Richardson, Dak, and Derek Carr. He's also drafting Deontay Foreman, Bears insider, so maybe he's got the scoop there. These are picks. Take Sam Laporta, rookie tight end, way too high in my opinion. That's crazy. I think he's an interesting player, but
yeah, Brock Wright already went too. So the second tight end on the Lions got off the board. What a day to be alive.
What a day. What a day. All right. I got Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford, Najee Harris, Miles Sanders, Rashad Penny, Damian Harris, Jerick McKinnon, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, George Pickens, Rashad Bateman, Alec Pierce. Just a bunch of young studs in my receiver room.
I like how excited.
And Cooper Kupp, Wendell Robinson, Sam Laporta.
Someone took Wendell, huh?
Yep.
Have not heard anything that would suggest he's going to be 100% healthy to start the season. Just going to put that out there. And I think with the number of guys they have, if you start doing the math, like someone better start on the pup or they're going to have to cut someone. But that wouldn't be surprising if they slow rolled them.
Daniel Jones coming off a 15 touchdown season, really tons of passing touchdowns.
What are we talking about?
15, 10, 11 last 3 seasons. Will he ever?
Sean, look forward.
Will he ever break the 20 passing touchdown
Look
mark?
through the windshield. I might have waited too long to take a quarterback, Sean.
Bryce Young goes. Irv Smith goes. I take Tyler Higbee, kind of getting my stack in line again. Comically drafted Matt Stafford way too high, but kind of like the situation with Higbee after Cooper Kupp, just kind of a ghost town as far as potential. Puka
Nacua, they're rookie. If you look up his stats from college, and
it's a great name,
kind of like his reception perception, he is a very underrated. That's somebody. If I take Stafford at all, I'm always stacking him, and I've taken Puka a little bit. Even without Stafford, I have some high hopes for him.
Puka Williams.
No, Puka Nacua.
How do you spell this guy's name?
P-U. Oh God, was it P-U-K-A or P-U-C-A? I forget.
Okay.
It's his last name is N-A-C-U-A.
All right. He's in the queue. Look out. I'll take a random stab here. KJ Osborne is really not getting much respect here. Kramer decides to draft a quarterback, Kenny Pickett, followed up with Gerald Everett. Look out.
Shing. I got 2 Chargers now.
Okay.
Just just putting some getting the tape out, creating some nice team stacks where possible.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing this actually works out well because I plan on
Zeke still available. Round 15.
Really?
I mean, Zeke believes he's a number 1.
How can you draft him?
It's a good question.
How can you draft? All right. So is 1 quarterback enough? All right. How many of these guys are even starting? Jesus Christ.
Funny you say that. I did do a Patrick Mahomes solo QB stack, and I like it. I mean, really, who else do you need?
Yeah, Kenny Pickett might be a different story, although he did close the season on a heater.
Yeah. Well. Ryan, are you gonna stack one of the?
Nice pick. He was actually my bring back planned for Denver there.
Mims is he's a fun deep shot.
Peyton is rock hard over Mims.
Rashid Shaheed goes right in front of me. Guy, he could make a little action there. All right, since we're going all in on the Rams, give me Van Jefferson.
Yeah,
look out, sky's the limit. So Ryan, who are you going to stack with Kenny Pickett?
Well, I have Deontay Johnson.
Oh, that's right. You got him early.
I have Jalen Warren. So I kind of have a double already.
All right.
And then, Sam Howell right out of the queue. I'm strapped for quarterbacks.
We're drafting
right
for fantasy still, right?
Yeah. Still for fantasy.
Bad value by Gindy, and that's coming from a Commanders fan. Yikes.
What about Deuce Vaughn, random rookie running back for the Cowboys? No Tony Pollard, or maybe I know Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard's coming off that bad injury. What do you think, Deuce Vaughn? I mean, again, he's so tiny, he can't have a massive role, but is he someone you're drafted in best ball, Andrew?
I've only taken him like maybe twice the last round. I honestly think they're going to add somebody yet. They realize that Tony Pollard's not going to be able to shoulder the load coming off this injury. And honestly, I think Deuce Vaughn makes an impact on special teams for them before he makes an impact as a running back for them. So
where does and sorry to interrupt, but where do you think Dalvin Cook could end up for the Cowboys? Doesn't seem like they would have the money, but I could see them wanting Dalvin Cook on that team.
Yeah, say that has Jerry Jones written all over it. So I'm behind that as well. But honestly, I think one of these guys, Kareem Hunt or Leonard Fournette, might go there as well. I know they kind of got rid of, they got rid of a fatter Leonard Fournette in Zeke, but you never know.
He's going to be way cheaper. CJ Stroud goes Dawson Knox, Zeke finally drafted, Josh Downs, KJ Osborne. I know everyone's all in on Addison, but I think KJ Osborne kind of getting. I think he's falling just because of the Addison rookie bump. He's kind of interesting.
He's also never done shit. So
KJ Osborne.
Yeah, he's been a hype guy. Like I feel like that could be part of it.
There were people that feel like they've been burned.
Yeah, like his opportunity. It's like an Irv Smith thing where like everyone talks about the potential. Just like Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he had 50 catches his first year, or didn't do anything rookie year, and then 2021 50 catches last year, 60 catches, 5 touchdowns. That's not bad this late in the draft. Isaiah Hodgins goes Taysom Hill, the old Swiss Army knife. Taysom Hill, Hunter Renfrow off the board here.
You're a big fan of the Swiss. Do I stack Mike White?
I was considering
yes.
Mike White, look out. Michael Mayer goes. Again, rookie tight end. I get Speaking of filling in for Waller, but
speaking of Taysom Hill, an interesting strategy I've thought of and kind of done a couple times is obviously we have no idea what's going to go on with Alvin Kamara. I like taking Taysom Hill if I take Jamal Williams or Kendre Miller. Just kind of loading up as another guy who's going to run the ball, but at the tight end position. So, or even if I take Kamara, taking him as well, but just stacking him with one of the running backs from the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, I like Taysom Hill. Period. I know they paid Juwan Johnson. I do like him, but I mean, Taysom Hill, they just involve him in the offense. He's a lot of times their goal line back. I just took Chase Claypool in the 16th round. I get he looked really bad, but new offense, new opportunity. It just feels like there's a chance he gets something right. And I don't know. They traded so much for him. I think they're going to give him another shot this year and like go out of their way to get him some touches.
All right.
Chuba Hubbard, Robert Woods, Michael Carter, all off the board. Kramer, you're on.
Yeah, you're just talking about Juwan Johnson. They just paid him. I'm not really sure, especially with Derek Carr coming in, completely different situation. So yeah, I think, I'm surprised to see him still here. What ADP of 156, Sean, is that good value? And then I'm gonna
let me get your sharp sound effect.
I should probably I'm gonna oh shit. Fuck.
2, 1 and Hunter Henry. Boom. Were you intending to draft Hunter Henry?
I was intending to draft Hunter Henry.
James Robinson goes. What about Curtis Samuel? Andrew,
I'm looking at him. I think I'm going to pass this time. I do like Samuel though, especially if you're going to stack with Hal. He's a gadget guy. He could be very interesting with EB here. Man, I don't know what I want to do here. You know what? Let's take a shot because I don't like Cam Akers. I'm gonna take Zach Evans.
Oh, okay.
Someone's got to. I mean, I've heard is Williams still is Kyron whatever is.
Yes, Kyron Williams is still there too. So it's going to be one of those guys will take the backup to Cam Akers. But I mean, they showed us last year what they thought of Cam Akers. He sucked, and then all of a sudden he was good at the end of the season. So I don't buy it. I'd rather take one of the Zach Evans or Kyron Williams.
I want to know more about what happened in that situation.
I just took Khalil Shakir again, massive upside. He's now it seems like they're completely done with Cole Beasley. I know they brought in Dalton Kincaid as their slot receiver, but let's say he's actually a tight end. Round 17 for Khalil Shakir, who had a rookie year for the Bills.
He
10
had a
catches,
rookie.
one touchdown. He just has in that offense. I think he's kind of interesting as far as best ball. Hey, speaking of best ball, what about the best shades around? Shady Rays. Andrew's rocking his Shady Rays. Kramer's rocking his Shady Rays. I got my Shady Rays on now. ShadyRays.com, promo code SGPN, 50% off when you get 2 or more pairs. Love my Shady Rays. And again, use that promo code SGPN. United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand. These guys ship everywhere. Lost or breaking replacement policy. If your shades get messed up, they will take care of you. No problem. No questions asked. They got you covered. Love my Shady Rays. And if you go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/shady, chance to win $500 courtesy of our Shady May contest. The polarized look is just so badass for summer. ShadyRays.com, promo code SGPN. Curtis Samuel, Hayden Hurst, Kenny Gainwell. We got
Gainwell's going later and later.
Yeah.
Every time I check in,
he's interesting. Again, he's good for a couple touchdowns. Dwayne McBride goes. Baker Mayfield, Tyler Conklin, Mike Gesicki, Jake Ferguson goes. All right, so this is the 18th pick for me. Final pick. Do I go Puka Nakua?
Yeah, Nakua.
Or do I go Luke Musgrave? I've been drafting Luke Musgrave as my last pick.
Oh, you love that pick
Every time. He's the starting tight end for the Green Bay Packers.
That might not mean much.
I understand he's a rookie, but he is going to be out on the field a ton in that offense.
They did draft another one too in what was it, Tyler Kroft, I think?
Yes. Yeah, but he's like a 5th rounder. So you would expect Musgrave gets all the work.
Oh, is this our last pick?
Last pick,
yeah,
Ryan.
Yeah, 18.
Ryan,
okay.
Explain to people who your quarterbacks are.
Kenny Pickett.
You only have one quarterback?
Well, I think I'm going to take a second one.
See who's available. Oh, Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, Will Levis, all your guys, Ryan Tannehill, Sam Darnold, Tom Brady. Tom Brady has a better ADP than Mike.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Kyle Trask.
No.
Colt McCoy. I mean, Colt McCoy, at least is going to start some games.
He's in my queue. I have James Conner too.
That's a nice stack. Trey Lance goes.
That's a horrible pick. He's the one guy on the Niners not playing this year.
Team Ramrod, Gindy on the clock.
Horrible pick.
Deuce Vaughn.
Horrible pick. All right, guys, come on. You're taking reserve Cowboys now.
So do I go Luke Musgrave? Oh, I need Luke Musgrave because Dallas Goedert and Tyler Higbee both have the same bye. Oh man, I really should have thought of this Eagles and Rams stack because they share a bye. Oh fuck, I'll have no quarterback week 10. Well. That's what's fun about these. You just do a million. Watch, this is the one that's going to win it all. This is the one. And getting killed in one bye week's fine.
Yeah.
I only have 5 running backs. All right. Interesting.
That's fine.
My final roster: Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford, Najee Harris, Miles Sanders, Rashad Penny, Damian Harris, Jerick McKinnon. Receivers: Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, George Pickens, Rashad Bateman, Alec Pierce, Van Jefferson, Chase Claypool, Khalil Shakir. Tight ends: Dallas Goedert, Tyler Higbee, Luke Musgrave. I like my team. Minus week 10. Week 10 is going to be a disaster. Every other week.
It's Colt McCoy or Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
I mean, either way, this roster's cooked. All right, man, what a fun draft! I love these things. Andrew, rattle off your team. What do you got?
Sure. So week 17 correlation here. Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson. Running backs: Christian McCaffrey, J.K. Dobbins, Zach Charbonnet, Roshan Johnson, Chuba Hubbard, Zach Evans. Wide receivers: Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Mike Williams, Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnson, Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Tyquan Thornton. Tight ends: David Njoku and Greg D.
Kramer, what do you got?
My screen's here we go. Kenny Pickett, Sam Darnold, James Conner, David Montgomery, Devin A. Chain, Raheem Mostert, Jalen Warren, Chase Higgins, Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, Brandon Ayuk, Jacoby Myers. Shout out to the guy who took Burrow in the second round. Everett, Juwan Johnson, and Hunter Henry as my tight ends. It's very different. I don't have many teams like this.
No. Fun. I mean, again, these drafts are so fun.
Sean, Kyle Pickett. Kenny Pickett. I feel like I'm going to be overweight on him, just like Dan.
He is fun. I wouldn't make him your only starting quarterback, but
I have two. Sam Darnold.
Okay, yeah. Still, I don't.
And by the way, this was the first team I've drafted in Best Ball Mania 4. I think this is team 13 or 14. First time I don't have Dan Jones in the squad.
What happened?
Oh my god!
These fuckers took him. These fuckers took him from me.
Hey, make sure you check out Andrew on the SGPN Fantasy Football Podcast. Smash! That subscribe button, youtube.com/sportsgambling podcast. New show guaranteed every Sunday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific.
What's the guarantee?
That the show's going to be on. This was a bonus happy hour episode. YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast. Subscribe so you can draft with us. Again, these things are super fun. Underdogfantasy.com, promo code SGPN.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Nice work, Sean
Kramer. Let it ride.